Hey Libra, hey, welcome to your mind, body, and soul forecast for the month of May going into the month of June. I do want to thank all of you for tuning in, those of you that continue to do that every single month. For those of you that are tuning in for the very first time, I want to give you the warmest welcome. Everything I do on this channel is in love and light only. I'm very, very excited to do this mind, body, and soul forecast. This is something that a friend and myself do every single day. And it really, really helps us to be clear and to work on the things that we need to work on. And in these clarity sessions, a lot of times we discover things that maybe we're not paying attention to. So it builds some type of awareness, and I wanted to bring it to the channel for you guys. So I hope that you find some guidance and some healing through this. This is for anyone that has Libra in their sun, moon, rising, or Venus signs. And just know that this will not resonate for everyone, but I'm for sure that everyone can, really get something out of this, because the real thing is just being self-aware. And if these aren't situations that you're currently going through, these might be things that could possibly be facing in the months ahead. So just by watching this, you can pick up on something that you might utilize later on down the road. So it's always good to work on self, and that's what I continue to do, and I think that it's been very beneficial to me. So Libra, let's just get right into it. And first we're going to take a sneak peek at your mind. What could possibly be going on with you mentally? What are your thoughts? What are your feelings? Okay. Got quite a few cards here. And we're going to take a look at how to address some of these things, okay? Okay. All right. So definitely something very profound has happened here, okay? So again, here on this channel, I don't typically bring up, religious beliefs. I'm one of those people that really can see benefits in different, cultures, religious practices. I always say that I'm spiritual, I'm not religious, but there are some practices of other cultures that they practice in their religion, certain things that help, self awareness and self growth. So I'm not religious, I am spiritual. And so I typically try to stay away from speaking about religion. Now, what I will say is that everyone has their own dissertation on their beliefs, okay, who they believe in, what they believe. But for someone here, okay, and just keep an open mind here, because this isn't the full message here. So this is just for some. I'm getting the idea that some of you that are either spiritually connected or may feel like they're not as connected spiritually as they used to be or should be, there is something here, because you got two cards. One is trusting in God, and then we got the trusting God. So there are some trust issues here, possibly for some of you when it comes to, spirituality, religion. But let's take a look at this first, okay? So again, pick up what I'm putting down that does resonate and simply leave the rest. And then we have two other cards here that might speak to, the rest of you. But let's address this here first. Let's look at the trusting in God card first, okay? So it says that today I will know that my wants will be met. I will give my needs to the universe and trust that God will take care of the desires of my heart. I will have faith that I truly deserve to have my wants and needs met. All right. So in reading this, this is the positive affirmation to give life to what you're feeling, okay? So what I'm getting from this is that some of you, your needs are not being met at this time. This could be financial, this could be, love from others. There's a lack here deep down in your mental that could possibly be a struggle against your faith, okay? Whatever your faith may be, all right? And so you are prompted to trust that your needs will be met. So some of you have really lost some faith because there has been some losses, okay? So let's looking at trusting God. It says that today I will ask my higher power to send me his best, and I will trust that all is good will come to me. I will remember that sometimes we don't get what we want because God has something better in store for us. All right, so there's someone here that is struggling with not receiving or feeling lack of, but you are prompted to know that there is a purpose, there is a reason why those things did not manifest, okay? If you are someone, that reads the Bible or knows the word, there is a verse, that states, lean not to your own understanding, not to get too, churchy here. But there are things that happen in our lives that aren't for us to try to manipulate into our favor or try to push into a direction that is simply not intended for us. So whoever this message is for, just trust, okay? Have the trust to know that you have everything that you need. Your needs will be met, and there is a reason why some of these things are not lining up, because there is something better in store for you, okay? So I'm just going to keep that right there. Now, for others of you, and this could still work for those of you that are dealing with trusting that your needs will be met. You did get living through problems, okay? So again, I feel like some of you might be challenged right now. There might be some obstacles that you're facing, but Spirit is asking you to say to yourself that today I will go on living my life and tending to my routines. I will decide as often as I need to stop obsessing about whatever is bothering me. If I don't feel like letting go of something, I will act as if I have let go of it until my feelings match my behavior. All right? So this is a very, very beautiful card. Living through problems. I got this card not too long ago, and several times, throughout a couple of months. And I'm really working on my law of attraction. So acting as if, I'm sure you guys have heard the term fake it till you make it. And it really does work, because these situations are always temporary, okay? And they are fleeting, and they might feel like a long extended time for us because we're going through them. But they are there for a reason. Like we just mentioned, they're here to teach us things. They're here to make us aware of, ourselves and people and, just life in general. And so what we need to consider is that we need to really trick ourselves, so to speak, to lift our vibrations. And with law of attraction, whatever we think and whatever we feel can come back to us, because that's how law of attraction works. Like attracts like. So if we feel like, we're going to continue to have problems, or we're not going to be prosperous, or we're not going to be loved, then most likely those types of people and situations will surround us, because we're attracting that based on what we're thinking and feeling. So for me, one of the things that I do practice is living as if, all right? And so I have a journal that I write in, and it's just my as if journal. And what I do is I just write things in it as if they are happening, okay? And it has really, really served its purpose, because a lot of times I'll go back within a couple of days, weeks, or even months, and those situations that I have spoke into existence, if you will, um, have manifested. There's vision boards. If we go back to some of the things that, our scriptures say, whatever a man thinketh, you know, he shall be. So, we really, really have to understand how these things work, how our thoughts are so very important. So, just keep in mind here that for some of you that are struggling and going through problems, don't focus on the problems, focus on solutions, and then also start to wrap your head around things as if they are working out in your favor. This will help you tremendously. It's not easy, it will take a lot of practice, but it will help you, okay? So we also have acknowledging my desires, okay? And it says that today I will release the belief that my needs are never met. Okay, this is all going together here. I will acknowledge my desires, then turn them over to my higher power. My wants and needs are not an accident. They were created when I was created, okay? So some of you, okay, are feeling like, I have this desire, I have this want, my needs are not being met. This is what I'm hearing, okay, Libra. So some of you really, really feel disappointed, a sense of failure, a sense of letdown. But just know that your desires, and then for some of you, I'm getting this now, some of you are feeling like, maybe this is ridiculous that I'm thinking I could have this, because obviously if it's not happening, it's not meant for me. And this is why, some of you are not trusting that your needs will be met, because you're feeling like, some of you are really feeling like the redheaded stepchild, and I hate to use that verbiage. It's an old school term, but some of you really, really are feeling, left out when it comes to, rewards and blessings and good things. I mean, we've talked about this before in some of my general readings with you guys. You guys have been through a lot. There have been a lot of problems financially, relationship wise, in the workplace, in family life. So there has been a lot of challenges. Some of you are starting to feel, left out, feeling like your needs will never be met. And you are prompted to really just trust that there are these situations that are teaching you a lesson. They are so very necessary. However, they are, very, very difficult. And, just exercising, the thought that yes, your desires are valid. No, you should not settle. Do not give up, and really just try to live as if and really remember that this is a journey. This is what life is all about. So these are temporary conditions. Try to move through them as smoothly as you can. Try not to internalize them, okay? So this is your mind here, okay? For the month of May, this is what you might be feeling going into June, and this is a little bit of your homework, okay? So just really, for some of you, you might want to try this as if journal. Just get a journal and, just write things in the opposite of what they're happening. List out your desires and just say, write things down like, I am so grateful, I am so appreciative that I am living abundantly, that I did get the job, that, I am much happier, that my relationship is working out. And I know that it sounds weird, I know that it sounds funny, but it really will lift your vibration, and it really will connect to the positive things to come in. And then also for some of you, you might want to look into the law of attraction if you don't know about it already. So just a little bit of homework, something there to help you. Now, what we are going to look at is your body. Your body is definitely going through some phases here for some of you because of the way that you're thinking and feeling. It does impact your body. All right, so what we're going to look at, I use my mind and body deck here. I call it my Mona Lisa deck because it does have a picture of Mona Lisa on the front. But this card is very special because it has one side that is in the negative and then the positive way to think of something. So what I'm seeing here is that there is a statement on the card here, and this could be a way that you're thinking, feeling, or possibly even things that you're saying. It might not be verbatim, but a roundabout way, this is what you could be thinking and feeling. So for some of you, you might feel happiest when you're busy, productive, or working on something. Okay, so some of you, really find therapy in working and being busy and having projects. And some of you use this as your escapism, if you will. It can be healthy if used in a balanced way, but, sometimes this is what causes people to hide behind their professions or hide behind projects and not really dealing with issues head on. Okay, so let's just see. So this might be a statement that rings true to you. It says, I feel happiest if I'm busy, productive, or are working on something. We talked about you, Libra. A lot of you were unemployed in the last couple of years, off and on, some of you for a long period of time. So that led to some insecurities there. Some of you weren't happy in your jobs. Some of you just were in a state of depression, and because you were in the state of depression, you weren't able to be as productive in life as a whole as you would have liked to be, and that took a toll on your self-esteem, your confidence, and led to some insecurities and definitely some depression. But the positive way to look at this is that you can be happy and love yourself whether you're working on something or you're resting. Libra gets a very bad rep for being lazy. All right, and I hate that because that's not true. The way that Libra works is when Libra is working on something, Libra goes in really, really hard, okay? And you guys really, really break yourselves down at a point because you are ones that like to be busy and you guys like to be productive. And so you guys wear down a lot easier and a lot faster than other signs because you guys really, really go in from the beginning. You go hard and fast, and so you wear down easy. And you guys take on a lot. You take on, projects for yourself and other people. You take on emotional weight from your own lives and other people's lives. So this can wear you down. And so sometimes when you feel worn down, and some of you know what I'm talking about, you guys have gotten that bad rep of being lazy because people will see you taking naps or going to bed early, or some of you, will sleep more in the day and be up at night. And so, because your sleep patterns are much different, you are told, you're kind of lazy, or what have you been doing? And I hate that for you guys because it's just simply not the truth. So anyway, this just goes against your character. So the way that this is affecting your body is that, it is wearing you down. Some of the problems that you're facing, a lot of you have gone through some major anxiety, some major depression here, okay? A lot of you have had a lot of flu-like symptoms, a lot of colds in the last couple of years because your immune system is broken down. All right, and so if some of you are wondering why that's happening, it's because of the way that you're thinking, feeling, some of your circumstances, and this is why this is very important for you guys to get balanced in your mind emotionally, because your body has been affected by this tremendously. So just know that you can, be happy and love yourself regardless if you're working on something or resting, because you guys do work hard, and you guys are just built differently than other people. So don't allow that to be something that people place on you as being lazy, because it's just simply not the truth. And then, I have suffered from depression and anxiety, and so a lot of times people don't understand that there is a mental will to want to do things, but when you are depressed, your body just cannot motivate, okay? And there's nothing worse than someone or even yourself feeling like you're unproductive, and that just leads to a deeper depression. So a lot of people don't get that, and so just know that I simply, understand, and this should help you, raise your vibrations, and to give you a little bit more energy as well, because some of your bodies are definitely suffering, and it's because of, these disappointments and letdowns, and these issues that you're going through. But we're going to get through this, okay, Libra? Let's go ahead and look at your soul. Okay, what is going on at the root of your soul? What is the soul message for Libra? Please give us the eyes to see and the knowledge to know. What is at the root of the soul? Wow. Okay. I'm not going to take all of those. Spirit, please give us just a few cards here to wrap up what, and I know that Libra is going through a lot, so I understand all of the cards here. Okay, so they broke it down for me. Absolutely. So the first thing we have here is sorrow. Okay. So I see that to be true. Heaven on earth. Okay. We're going to take a look at that. And then you got the soulmate card. Okay. All right. So I'm going to take a look at this deeper, but just by looking at this so far, I do feel like some of you, again, are experiencing loss. I feel like maybe loss from someone or a relationship that you feel like is a soulmate. And there is a message here. Again, ironically enough, you have two cards here speaking about God, and then you have the heaven on earth card here. So there is a profound message here. But let's go ahead and look at sorrow first. I love to read the messages from certain oracle decks, and this is one of them. All right, so let's just take a look first at sorrow. It says, all emotions, even painful ones, offer us a gift. Sometimes we don't realize how precious something is until it's gone. Yet consider that nothing is ever truly lost, for in the realm of spirit, all exists eternally. The events of this life are but a fleeting moment within our eternal reality. Okay, I just got done saying those same exact words. Through this time, your appreciation of friendship and family will deepen. Feel the unconditional love that is around you. On a soul level, we are all united and spiritually connected to all creation. In the palm of God's hands, we live and die, only to discover that it was all a dream. For life on earth is like a play. Everyone has their role, and the roles keep changing. No one or nothing is ever lost, even if the script we hold says it is. The play goes on, and every sorrow will be filled with happiness. Wow. Absolutely, absolutely beautiful. Okay, nothing is ever truly lost. Okay, and just know that this is a fleeting moment in this sorrow. Okay, just got done saying that. Ironically enough, another synchronicity is that this card and this soulmate card are side by side in this book here. I'm kidding you not. Like, look at this. All right, so let's look at this. It says, love is the divine and universal energy of life. It is alive, intelligent, and is constant communion with all of creation. When love calls you, go to her. Search for her for her no matter where the journey takes you. Somewhere another soul is in search of you. Somewhere a heart is filled with longing. Today's longing becomes tomorrow's joy. Until then, you will meet within your dreams. If you are already with your soulmate, then this is a reminder to treasure and be grateful for the love you share with your beloved. Okay? So yeah, some of you have lost, someone that you consider your soulmate. Some of you, this might be an actual, physical, passing of someone. For some of you, there has been a breakup here. And for some of you, you have some sorrow because you don't have someone that you consider a soulmate, okay? So some of you, that are in that, particular situation where you're waiting for someone to come in, there will be someone that comes in, okay? This is a real indication for some of you that are with your soulmate, okay? Things will get better, things will deepen. I know that there's some issues here. And then for some of you that have experienced, an actual loss of someone from this, this world, they're on the other side. Just know that nothing is ever, like we said here with the sorrow card, okay? Nothing is ever truly ended, and so I feel like, they're always surrounding us, maybe not in the physical realm, but in the spiritual. And so let's see what the heaven on earth has to say. There might be a message there. It says, both heaven and hell exist on earth, but only in our minds. For both are created through our thoughts, actions, and intentions. This card is pointing to the fact that you have helped create a disturbing situation in your life by giving power to something you did not have to give power to. Regardless of who or what is bothering you, the current situation can be transformed if you cease to give it power. Focus on the positive instead of plugging into another's negativity. Plug into the power of light and love. Send light and love to all concerned and visualize yourself energetically detached from them. You can start to create heaven on earth right now by simply making love to your focus. In doing so, you will attract loving people and situations into your life. Okay? So this, again, is a direct message, and I think that it really aligns with, sometimes we have a very hard time looking at the roles that we've played in some of the catastrophes in our life when it comes to, problems and obstacles. Of course, we can't do anything about, people that we've loved that have passed on because of, their situations. Those are difficult, yes. I'm talking about the situations where, financial relationships, sometimes we get into relationships that we knew from the beginning were not going to serve us, but we thought that, they'd get better, or we didn't look at the red flags, or we stayed into jobs too long and, now we had to walk away or we lost them. So really getting to acknowledge the role that we play in some of these issues is really healing. It is growth. A lot of people have a hard time looking at that and want to look at something else or someone else to kind of push the blame towards, and that's a natural human response, right? But until we really see how we've played into some of these situations, we're not going to learn. And that's why those situations are coming up. There's something we're not getting. There's something that we continue to allow around us, these people, these situations we allow ourselves to partake in. For whoever this is for, you've done this several times. And so now we're looking, and we're mad at the universe, we're mad at God, we're mad at the people that disappointed us, when really we disappointed ourselves by not checking into the red flags or staying too long or thinking it was going to change. So that's for some, okay? Not all. But for those of you that haven't been in that situation, just knowing that there is heaven on earth as well as hell. But which one are you going to... And I always tell people that I feel like hell is literally what we walk amongst every day, and we really have to try to find the heaven in each day within ourselves in everything that we do. I don't know that I truly believe that there is a real heaven and a real hell. I feel like we define that, okay? And so that's just my belief. So this card really speaks to me. So just really figuring out to yourself, do I want to live in a mental hell, or do I want to free myself and live in a heavenly, loving, joyful life, okay? And that means cutting out certain people, stop doing certain things, and really taking some accountability, which can be hard to do, okay? But again, also living as if. And sometimes, it is difficult to cut people out and to change things, but sometimes it's so very necessary, all right? So, a few messages for a couple of people here, I feel. Now let's look at your goddess message here. This is where we pull our strength from, the goddesses, okay? And so let's see what goddess message we have, what goddess behavior we need to embody. Oh, yes. Okay, so we got 2 cards here. Oh my God. I love this. I love this. I love this. I love, when I tell you guys, I love what I do. I love what I do, because when confirmation comes up, oh God. All right. So you got the Ishtar card. Okay. This is the boundaries. If I was not just saying this, it says, love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. All right. So for some of you, it's just as plain as simple as that. Some of you have a lot of demands from others that are tapping into your time and into your energy. And some of you are actually placing yourselves within that. Okay. So you're being asked and you're placing. So just healthy boundaries. Okay, Libra. The next thing we have here is the Kali card. This is endings and beginnings. All right. The old must be released so that the new can enter, Libra. Okay? So this old cycle definitely has to go out, making some changes. If you guys are new here, I also have done a general message for the month of May. But if you look back at the last 2 to 3 months, I know that you guys have been going through a transformation here, okay? But things are definitely, this has been a process. You guys are still in the process of releasing, okay? This is not going to happen overnight. For some of you, this has been months that you've been getting deeper and deeper into some things, okay? Some of you, it's been years. So it's going to take some time to get out of this cycle. So this isn't, oh, hey, get over it. It's not going to be that easy. So I'm just prompting you guys to hang in there, okay? And if you like, go back and take a look at those videos there, and there might be some messages there for you, because I do believe that time is fluid. So this might be the appropriate time for some of you to go back and look at those. But some things do need to change, and they are going to change. And this is why there are some difficulties here. This is why some people have left. This is why some things have ended, because it's time for a new phase, Libra. So just know that when we don't let go of certain things, the universe will step in and really make some things end, because they know there's something better for us that they want to give to us, okay? So this is my Earth Warrior deck. I love this deck. This is my healing deck. And so we're going to get a message here that is going to promote healing, okay? So what is our healing message today, Spirit? Our healing message for Libra. There it is. Excited to see what it is. The Panthera, the precious and the rare. Yes, exciting. And I know every time I see a butterfly, that speaks to transformation. Let's take a look here. Oh my God, and when I tell you, I turned right to the page. Look how thick this book is, and I turned right to the page. This message is for you guys here. All right, so let's see. It says that you have the strength to handle any challenge, even the ones that intimidate you. You may feel that you are alone in the fight sometimes, but there are forces of good in spirit and upon the earth that are fighting with you, supporting you, believing in you, assisting you, and championing your success. It might not always feel like it, but you are not in this alone. There is help at hand to uncover a hidden piece of information which will allow truth and justice to prevail. And for some of you, this is why some of you need to trust in God and trust God if that's for you. Some of you need to trust in the universe. Some of you need to just simply trust in yourself and understand that you can do this. This is only a moment in time. This is a test. This is a lesson. And you can pull from your strengths. It's in there. It's like that Prego, old school Prego commercial. I'm old school, so I'm always bringing up old school. And the old Italian lady that's, cooking at the stove, and she's stirring it up, and her family wants to come and test it out. And she looks at them and she says, it's in there, And the tale of that is, I'm so glad that Spirit is giving me this image. The family members were so used to, her making her own special recipe, right? And if you're Italian, you will understand this. And I feel like nobody makes, any type of spaghetti sauce or Italian sauce like the Italians, okay? So you guys, they put it in a pot, and they put all these spices, their basil, their oregano, like they really take time. And that sauce simmers for hours, okay? There's so many spices, and the beauty of that is that it takes time and patience to really, really be able to taste how beautiful that is. Because when you taste that Italian sauce, you will be able to taste every single spice that there is. All right? And sometimes, people will go to the store and they'll get, the sauce that's already made, and they'll put it on the stove, and they'll put it in there for a couple of minutes, and it still has that little tartness, right? Right, Italians, you know what I'm talking about? It still has that tartness. And a lot of people say, oh, I don't understand what's going on here, because it hasn't simmered enough, because the spice isn't. So the family cannot believe that, I think it was a grandmother or an auntie, had Prego in the kitchen, because this is going against our, what we believe in it. And so she says, it's in there, and she gives them a taste, and they can't believe that all of the old traditional spices are in this sauce. Now, for some of you, I know you're like, Prego still ain't got nothing, and I feel you. But let me tell you what, it is going to be one, closer to any other, in my opinion, any other sauce, because what I usually do is I use that as my base, and then I build up from there. But Prego gets as close as you can, okay, and it's still way far away from, what any Italian native knows. Y'all know it's much better homemade, but they made a change, okay, and they doubted at first, and it did come close, and it was still really good. And so this is what you're prompted to do, and you're prompted to know that strength, it's in there, okay? It might not look the way that you think it should look, you standing up and you being, saying this, and it's in there. You just gotta find it, Libra, but you gotta sift through. There's a lot of things to sift through. There's a lot of residue, and this is why it's important to act as if, just like the Italian lady did. She acted as if that sauce was, the family recipe. And I'm convinced that she built off of that too. I'm sure she added some stuff in there. She didn't just put that jar of sauce in there and handed that to her family. But it's the same concept. It is a change, and change is difficult. But right now it's so necessary, Libra. So very necessary for your well-being. And a lot of you guys are working on it, and I'm so very proud, because it has been a very, very long, hard road. But transformation is coming. So I'm calling all spirit guides and angels and loved ones that have passed on surrounding Libra. What is the message for them? What do you want them to know? What is the overall major message here? What can they walk away with? to know. Give us the eyes to see. Okay. Yeah, I knew it. I felt it. I felt like that was the one. Okay. It says, dearest you, we have a secret for you. The more you think you know, the less you actually do. So if you are willing to keep an open mind, you will avoid the narrow confines of the know-it-all and open up to the unlimited potential that can be discovered only by the curious optimist. Curiosity allows you to discover new things, see the world from a different perspective, and find answers to questions you might not even know you have. Right now, whatever is going on, it's important to know that you are not aware of all the aspects of it you need to see to make an informed choice. You might be projecting a story that isn't totally true. So moving forward, your mantra could be, I don't know, or that's interesting, as you keep your mind and heart open to new experiences and a richer existence overall. All of us over here want you to be all you can be. We are cheering for you. Can you hear us? Wow. This is absolutely amazing. Yeah. Okay, so let's just talk about this real quick, all right? Some of you feel like you already know this isn't going to work. I've already tried it. Some of you, aren't willing to be open-minded to, try new things, kind of like the family with the Italian sauce, And so they want you to keep an open mind and know that there are things that are working behind the scenes that you have no idea about, okay? And it's okay that you don't know everything, but be open, okay? Be open and know that these new experiences can only come in when you're open to trying new things, when you're open to letting go of past hurts and disappointments, and when you are able to be aware of your behaviors, your, what am I trying to say? Your involvement in certain situations and creating these natural, healthy boundaries for yourself, okay? Acknowledge your desires, okay? Don't let anybody come in and trample them, and know that your needs are going to be met. Your needs are met right now. Let's act as if. So those bills that y'all worried about, they're already paid, okay? Somehow, some way, there's going to be somebody that will loan you the money or give you the money, or there is a payment arrangement that you didn't even know about. Some of y'all just have to ask. Some of y'all like, oh, I know they just gonna come and get my car. Or they know. Ask, can this be put on the tail end of my loan? Can I, push this payment to next month? Can I pay half? Some of you don't know that with your car insurance, they will allow you to make a very small partial payment and put it on to next month. There are so many things, okay, that are out there that can help you. In relationships, maybe you feel like, the relationship failed because but are you looking at it fully? Let's look at it from another perspective. Let's look at life from another perspective. Let's say that whoever you talk to today is going to be in favor of you. So if you need to have a harsh conversation, act as if mentally that this conversation is going to go well. This conversation is going to go in my favor. Whoever I have to talk to is going to give me favor in not paying this or not doing this at this point in time. Whatever it is, I need y'all to act as if, okay? I need y'all to fake it till you make it, babe, okay? Because new things are trying to come in here, and you guys are not able to let them in because a lot of you have anxiety, depressions, fears, disappointments. You got your guards up. The good things can't come in. We got to release, okay? So this is your message, and I really hope that this did resonate for some of you in the way that you can receive what I'm saying, pick up what I'm putting down that can certainly help you for the month of May going into June. So this is your message, Libra. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this did resonate at all, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to ding the bell. I am doing a lot of different types of readings now. So if you're interested in getting one, right now I am doing the $35 special for the basic reading, and then I have, you know, other readings at other prices. And then I do have a one question. It's a $10 deal that I'm doing now. So if you just have one question and you want it clarified, you can get one today for $10. But all in all, I want to send you all the love, all the light, all the abundance, and certainly all the healing that you guys need. I have a special, special place in my heart for Libra. I do have Libra in my moon position. So I really, and then I have someone that I deeply, deeply care about that's a Libra. And so I know what you guys go through more ways than one. So take care, Libra. I will see you guys on the other side of your very next reading. Bye-bye.